Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since I posted. I'm in my new apartment. I actually moved out of the big city into a smaller neighborhood and into a bigger apartment that it's, Jesus Christ, so much nicer than my previous apartment. It's bigger. I actually have a bedroom now. I used to live in a studio apartment if you didn't know. And I'm here on my couch with my kitty who's sleeping next to me. Excuse me, I just had my dinner. And I wanted to show you my nighttime routine and also just an update on where I've been, what's been going on, why I disappeared from the internet. I haven't received a shit ton of comments or questions about this, but I did receive a couple. So I thank you for wondering and asking, like, hey, what's up with your life? Are you okay? What happened? Is everything okay? I appreciate people caring and people asking questions. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you what my nighttime routine looks like and just update you guys on what my life has been like for the last couple of months, almost a year since I've been gone. I just had the best dinner. I had some brown rice with some broccoli and chicken. I had a chicken breast and a little bit of like light mayo. Wonderful, really yummy, really tasty, and definitely in line with my goals, which is to build muscle and lose fat. So yeah, about my training, I've been training consistently for a while. I'm on a fat loss phase at the moment where I'm just eating in a calorie deficit, but still eating enough protein. So I am training. I'm doing two cardio sessions a week, an hour long. I actually follow Grow with Joe's videos because I love her and they're so much fun to follow. Oh my God. And then for my strength training, I do 2 full body days. And I do full body workouts with, I think at the time, right now I'm lifting 45 pounds, which is not a lot for me. At least I used to lift way more, actually double that I used to lift. So I'm still trying to slowly but surely get back into the shape that I was in 2021, plus fixing my eating habits because they had been terrible for a while and my mental health has been also terrible for a while, which makes sense. To this, I might add that I'm starting to run. I run every single Monday. For now, I can only run for 10 minutes straight, but I'm slowly progressing. It used to be 2 minutes and now it's 10. So every single week I try to run a little bit more and I'm trying to get in really good shape for this year and for the rest of my life, honestly. I think I'm ready to do those things that I thought I couldn't do. And I've been in this process for months now. I think it's been 2 months. So I didn't start with the new year, but I think the new year is a really big motivator. Look how peacefully she sleeps. Oh my God, she's perfect. Hi, I changed location. So I actually feel kind of ready to talk about what actually happened in 2023 and why it was definitely the hardest year of my life. I had a lot of shit happen to me in just the span of 12 months, and I posted a video. The last video that I posted was just a story about my broken engagement and why I decided to end it, which it was a really big factor in just me feeling like poop throughout the year. We broke up in May, and I've been grieving the relationship since. I'm still grieving the relationship. Doing much better now. It's been 8 months, I think, or 6 months. I don't know how to count, but you guys tell me. But that was a very difficult time and I processed it throughout the whole year. But in the middle of the year, a lot of other stuff happened. That is a sensation that I got throughout the year. Like things were just happening to me. I wasn't in charge of my life. I wasn't in control of what was going on, which, sometimes life humbles you and you can't really control many of the things. But I started feeling the most depressed I felt in probably a decade. And I've had depression before when I was younger, and then I was diagnosed with OCD last year and was put on antidepressants for it and felt much better for a while until I stopped feeling great, and I developed very intense depressive episodes that just started to be less and less functional, because I feel like I've always had depression, but it was always like, oh, but I can work, but I have a social life, but I do things, I have hobbies, and I have an energy, so I'm just like a high functioning depressed person. But last year it started to become more and more crippling. It started to become like I can't leave my bed, I can't take care of myself, I can't shower, I can't brush my teeth, very crippling, and I felt very ashamed of it. And I had trigger warning. I'm going to be talking about very heavy topics like suicide and suicide ideation. So if that triggers you, please exit this video. We'll see each other in the next one. But I started to deal with suicidal thoughts, which is something that I haven't dealt with in, as I said, probably a decade or more. So I was starting to grow more and more concerned. I was getting more and more depressed in that apartment. It was just so small. I was not taking care of the place. It felt like a cave. I didn't like being there. And so I developed this habit of just not leaving the house, and I was doing terrible at my job, like my previous job. I got fired from my job because I was not performing. I was just so heavily depressed I couldn't do very simple tasks, and management basically said, like, we don't care, we're just going to pay you a bunch of money and you're off. Which honestly, a blessing in disguise, because I hated that job. It was probably one of the biggest disappointments in my life. When I got that job, I thought that would be my job for the rest of my life, because it was just so in line with my aspirations and my goals at the time. And I quickly realized, it didn't take me long to realize that it just wasn't the job for me, but I didn't have it in me to quit. So I got fired and I lost my job. And within the same week of losing my job, I started to struggle with more and more suicidal ideation, until I reached my limit on a Saturday night, where I just called my therapist and I was like, I need help because I'm scared to be by myself. I'm scared of what I might do, which I'm really proud of myself for calling someone and taking care of that instead of succumbing to my ideas. And she was like, you need to be with people around now, and I'm gonna call your family, because she has like my family's contact information. She called my sister picked me up, and I spent probably a week at my parents'. The day before, my dad had gotten really sick, and my family basically didn't tell me because they knew that I was struggling. But when I got there, they told me my dad was in a really bad place with his health, his physical health, for a while. Oh my God, there's a bee. Oh no, I thought it was a wasp. I'm so sorry. There's a bug inside of my house. No, you might hear it, but I don't really care. It's just a really big fly. My cat's gonna kill it anyways. But yeah, my dad had gotten really, really, really sick, and we were really concerned for a couple of weeks. So kind of like, I got into this state of just being so concerned about his health that I stopped thinking about, like, hey, I almost, planned something to unalive myself, but I kind of like pushed that. My dad slowly got better, more stable, and that's when I made the conscious choice to leave my psychiatrist at the time and just get a new psychiatrist, because I felt like the medication that I was on was not really working anymore. I was feeling more and more depressed. I was having suicidal ideation. I didn't have a lot of connection with my psychiatrist at the time, which should have been a red flag, but anyways. And I was connected to a different psychiatrist through my therapist, who has been wonderful. And she diagnosed me with bipolar 2. So yeah, I have bipolar 2. I'm taking antipsychotics and antidepressants. I'm slowly going off my antidepressants. That's the goal, to just not take them anymore and be on antipsychotics. I don't experience psychosis, and I don't experience mania. I have hypomania, and then I have major depressive episodes. So basically, bipolar 2, bipolar 1, they're a little bit different, but they're within the same spectrum of the same disorder. But yeah, I take antipsychotics as a mood stabilizer. So basically it just makes me a little bit less, the pendulum swings. I still feel sad, I still feel depressed some days, I still feel overly euphoric other days, but it's not a roller coaster anymore. We're kind of like getting to a really good dosage where I just go through the motions without feeling like it's a fucking roller coaster and like it's black and white all the time. So that's good. That is nice. I feel more stable, and moving into this apartment has been helping me, oh my gosh, tremendously. Like taking care of the space, decorating it, feeling like it's such an improvement from where I was living before. I actually have a balcony and a really nice view and a lot of sunlight that comes into here. Being with my cat, reading. I've been writing a lot lately, which has been so fucking healing. Like it's so good to be able to write and just let it all out. It's amazing. I've been journaling as well, been training consistently. I'm in a routine now, and that feels like it helps me feel better. And thus, I still struggle with depression, as I said before. I still struggle with my feelings. But yeah, I have this routine that really helps me and makes me feel better. So yeah. Anyways, I know that was a really long ass update, but I wanted to tell you guys where I've been, because I feel like the video that I made months ago about my broken engagement, it was the truth of what had been happening, and that was what was mostly occupying my mind at the time. But a lot of more things were, happening in my life, and I feel like it's very therapeutic for me to come here online. I know a lot of people don't share their shit online. I do, because I have a very small community of followers that follow me. Like, it's almost 200 of you. Like, it's not like millions of people follow me and I'm putting my shit online, So I feel like it's a closed circle of people who care and people who have been so fucking supportive before. Of course, I have received the odd hate comment, but I honestly couldn't give two shits. I mean, the positive overcomes it, and it's so much stronger than the negative, so I don't care. But I just had received so many comments from people like genuinely caring about, like, hey, where have you been on my Instagram, for example? Like, I miss you on YouTube, you haven't posted in a while. Or even in my broken engagement video, people commenting like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, that sucks. Like, that's a lot to handle. And yeah, I think, coming to terms with, like, I had a mental breakdown like last year, and I'm not like, how those terms are used very lightly, like, oh yeah, I had a mental breakdown or whatever, just like people who say I'm super OCD, and I hate it because it's like, you're not diagnosed, don't use that term. But I feel like I properly had a mental breakdown. Like, I had to call the police. I remember, like, I think it was June of last year. I was so overwhelmed. No, it wasn't June. It was before. It was I was still with my ex-fiance. I was so overwhelmed and so stressed, and my emotions were just like not regulated. Like, I wasn't regulating my emotions properly. I couldn't. I really, really couldn't. And I just snapped. And I remember, doing stupid things, and had to call the police because I felt like I was going crazy, and I had to talk to a psychiatrist over the phone, and it was very embarrassing for me. It was really embarrassing, but also a wake-up call of, how fucking, I was in a really dark place, and I couldn't even tell until, like, shit like me calling the police at 2 a.m. happened, in the middle of a week. Like, what the fuck was that? It was what needed to happen for me to wake up and be like, shit, I need to change my meds. Shit, I need to break up with my partner. Like, a lot of difficult realizations happening at the same time, which are not easy to come to terms with. Like, it's not easy to be like, oh, I need to end this 3-year-long relationship where we're going to get married in July. It was fucking, like, heart-wrenching. I felt defeated. I felt completely defeated. And, accepting my new diagnosis, accepting that I was laid off from work, accepting that my dad was really, really struggling with his health. Like, so much shit was going on. Just, oh my God, anyone would have had a mental breakdown at that point. I still try to give myself some grace and, love myself. We do that sometimes. I love doing that. My psychiatrist, like, says sometimes you just have to hug yourself and be like, you're doing well. You're doing well. You're surviving. Think the universe, Jesus, God, whoever you believe in, I don't care. Thank God I got a job like 2 weeks after I got laid off. And I'm working at a really beautiful company. It's a startup. I can't really share the name for legal reasons, and I don't want people finding me on LinkedIn because I'm pretty active there. But wonderful, wonderful company. It's a very small company. Great coworkers, a great culture. They really appreciate every single person in the team. It feels like such a fucking silver lining. I don't even know how to say that, because I was struggling so much last year. When I lost my job, I was like, that's the last straw. What the fuck am I supposed to do with my life? Like, what am I gonna do? And I just started applying to jobs through and through. I started applying to jobs before I got laid off, honestly, because I was like, I knew that they were gonna fire me. And I was like so shocked that I got the job, because I wasn't referred to this position or anything. Like most people in the company are referred because it's such a small place. But I actually got the job just interviewing with them. Like I applied on LinkedIn and I got the job, and it was like all within 2 weeks. And I was like, what? And I get to work at a co-work site, a little bit further away from my apartment, but that's fine. It's once a week. And then I work from home, and it's very comfortable, and they allow you to travel. They don't fucking care. As long as you're doing your job, they don't care. They don't micromanage. It's insane how much of an improvement. Like this has been, I don't know what my karma is looking like right now, but I feel like I must have done something to receive this. So I thank fucking God and like the universe or whatever the fuck is stringing my life. Thank you. Thank you for doing this for me. I needed it. I really needed a change, and I needed a positive change for once. So yeah. I also want to say I'm in really good terms with my ex. My ex-fiance, he's a really good person. I said this before in my previous video, because I got some comments saying like, oh, no wonder he was never in your videos. Or I was like, he was really camera shy. There's nothing really more to that. Like, he was really happy about my YouTube channel. He like would ask about it. He was excited. Like he was really supportive. Like he's a really good person, and I really hope that he's doing great. We don't talk that much. We talk every once in a while. You know, he lives in the US. I live in Argentina. We don't really see each other, but it's like, I really wish the best to him and his family, and I support him, and I'll always love him. You know, like he's the person that I was going to marry. He's the first person I've ever been engaged to, and it's a type of relationship that I strive for. You know, there's so many things about that relationship that I look for in future partners, and like the standards have been raised, you know, after dating him. And I think I have nothing but positive things to say about him. And if he comes across this video because he knows of my YouTube channel, just wanting you to know you are the best, and I hope that you're being happy and you're doing well. So yeah, I'm just going to show you my skincare routine and maybe a little bit of my apartment if you guys want. I can do a little apartment tour if you like. So this is the living room. That's the queen sleeping right there. That's the table. I work there basically. That's the little altar I did to Matisse. I love his paintings, so they're all over the place. My little library. Don't pay attention to those boxes. You didn't see that. If you saw that, you didn't see that. And basically, there's a bunch of things that I have to throw away still, but those are like the chairs that I put on the balcony, my piano. Then I have this kitchen. The kitchen is so big. Those are my cats thingies. And that's, yeah, I have a washer right now. I can wash my own clothes. Moving along, I'm not going to show you the bathroom because it's filled with clothes that I'm hanging because I just washed them. But this is my room. That's my thread mill. There's more clothes there that I need to wash. That's me. Hi. And that's my closet. Hey. You know, I'm really excited to be in this apartment because, like, for once, I feel like I adore where I'm at. Like, I just don't need anything else. Like, I feel like there's this mentality that we have as people to like always want the next thing and the better and the best thing. And I truly feel so blessed to be in this apartment. Like, I don't know how I got this lucky. I'm gonna be honest. I'm closer to my family. I'm really close to my sister now. She lives like 6 blocks away from here, which is insane. So I get to see her really often, and it's something that I definitely needed in my life, to see more of my family. And my friends are also like way closer than before. So that I can actually invite them over and like have fucking like dinner and watch a show with them, and like, I'm just so happy. So yeah. Speaking of shows, I've been re-watching Shingeki no Kyojin. If you guys don't know what that is, it's Attack on Titan. It's an anime. Yes, I am an anime girly now. The last person that I dated, we're still really good friends. We ended things like a little bit ago, but we're still really cool with each other. And he basically introduced me to the world of anime, and I'm like, bro, I need to talk about these shows with you. So we call each other sometimes, and like we just discuss anime. But yeah, I'm gonna watch an episode of Shingeki, and also first I'm gonna do my skincare and show you what I do for my skincare, and then I'll watch an episode. Probably gonna have some hot cocoa. I really like having something like hot and warm before I go to bed. I don't know why. I feel like it helps with my digestion. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. Would you like to see what I eat in a day or what I eat in a week videos? Because I feel like right now I feel very comfortable with the space to film. My kitchen's really big. I like the space that I'm in to film, you know? So would you like that? Like if I just showed you what I eat in a week working from home, or like whatever, just for inspiration. I'm not trying to be like a guru or anything, just inspiring people, maybe for recipes and stuff. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that. Or maybe a cozy week in my life as a single 27-year-old working from home. It's not a really long title, but that's basically me. Anyways, I'll show you my skincare routine. I'll shut up now. This is a terrible angle. Oh, and if you see the clothes hanging there, no, you don't see them. They don't exist. That's your imagination. I'm gonna show you what I do for my skincare routine every single night. Hopefully you'll like it. That was awkward. Oh my god. First, you gotta get them hairs out of your face if you have hair. Yeah, you have to get it out of your face. For my first cleanser, I use micellar water. This one is 6-in-1 by Dermaglow. I don't know if this is like an international brand or whatever, but this is really good as just a first cleanser. And just cleanse your whole face. I'm always so shook when I look back at the cotton and see all of the dirt coming out of my face. I'm like, how did that happen? That's pretty disgusting. Right after that, I use this La Roche-Posay Effaclar cleansing gel. This is imported from fucking Russia, so it's in Russian. Oh my god, tell me you live in Argentina without telling me that you live in Argentina. Shit is imported from fucking Russia. Nothing against people from Russia. Okay, I'm not criticizing Russians. Look at that fucking mess, by the way. So I just put a little bit of this into my hand and rinse it with some water. Like so. You want to get it all over your fucking face. It's such a good product that even if it gets in your face, like in your eyes, you'll be fine because it's like sensitive skin approved. Get it off of your face, like so. Oh my god. Ugh. Now I'm gonna go in with this Clinique All About Eyes eye cream. Really good eye cream. I don't know, I'm not really picky about eye cream, but this one came in like a gift bag that I was gifted, and I use it and I really, really like it. But if you have any other recommendations for more affordable, because this is fucking expensive, Clinique, Jesus fucking Christ. I love Clinique, but it's really expensive. Let me know if you know of any other approachable alternatives for this shit. Now I'm gonna go in with this serum by also La Roche-Posay. It's the Effaclar serum. This is basically glycolic acid. This saved my skin. And yes, I haven't shaved my armpits. You can go judge me all you want. I don't give a shit. But yeah, this is really good. If you have like really sensitive skin that is prone to rosacea or inflammation, redness, you know, hyperpigmentation, it's very good. And I leave this for probably like 30 minutes just so it soaks my whole skin. And that's pretty much it for now. I'll say my skin is looking way better than it used to. It looks really good on the camera. It doesn't look that good in real life, trust me. But yeah, right after I let this dry, I add this fucking mask by Clinique. It's so old that it's like, you can't even see what it is anymore. But it's basically a face mask by Clinique. It's very, very heavy on the moisture. So basically I put that all over my face. Oh my god, you're seeing my clothes on it! I just did laundry and I don't have any other place to put my clothes because I still don't have a rack, so I just moved in here, okay? Don't judge. So yeah, that's pretty much my skincare for now, and probably afterwards I'll just put on that mask that I told you about, and I'm gonna brush my teeth. But before, I'm gonna have some hot cocoa and watch anime because that's my life. What do you guys think about fake tan? Because I feel like sometimes I feel like I look better with fake tan because I'm really pale, and like right now it's the summer, so everyone's like sexy and tan and I'm not. So I'm like, should I get fake tan again? But then I'm like, I see myself in pictures and I'm like, when I have fake tan, and I'm like, ew, like who is that bitch? She looks awful. I don't know, part of me wants to embrace my paleness and be like, fuck it, I love my skin color, but also I don't know. Sometimes when I'm wearing a bikini, I want to be feeling, you know, very sexy, and I feel really sexy when I don't feel really sexy when I'm tan. I just feel better about myself, Jesus. I'm gonna make myself some hot cocoa before I keep blurting out stupid shit, and yeah, I'll show you how to make it. First, you're gonna need a big ass mug. This one is really long and thick, just how I like them. Jesus fucking Christ. To this, you're gonna add some cocoa powder. This one is like a low-calorie cocoa powder. Basically, has no sugar or anything. It has artificial sweeteners, and then a little bit of milk. This one is lactose-free because I have fucking IBS. I never stopped having it. Sometimes I add decaf coffee to this, and when I want it to have like more of a coffee flavor. But today I'm just gonna use the cocoa powder. I just put it in here. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of vanilla extract, like just a little bit. Just a little bit. Then we take a longer spoon and we mix it with the vanilla. I feel like a really good thing with this would also be honey. If you really like honey, I recommend like as a sweetener. I put on a little bit of stevia in it. I forgot to film that, but I added some stevia. And I feel like if you really like very overly sweet shit, I would go with honey. That would be wonderful in this. So I just added water up to here. And I'm just gonna add a splash of milk, like not too much, just enough for it to be like a little bit milky, you know? Also, side note, I don't know why, but ever since we moved in here, my cat has been more quiet. She's been a really loud kitty her whole life, like ever since I adopted her. She's like very vocal, like every movement that I would make in the old apartment, she would be like, meow, meow, meow. And now, like, she's way more quiet, but she's happy. She purrs, she sleeps, she's comfortable. She seems really like enjoying the new place. So I'm like, I wonder why she's just more quiet. I'm gonna put this in the microwave, by the way, without the spoon, don't worry. So yeah, I'm just gonna have that, and I'm probably gonna watch some anime and write, and that's gonna be my whole night, guys. I'll probably show you more once I have my TV. I need to set it up there where the cable is. That's where I'm gonna put up the TV. But that's it for my nighttime routine. Then I'm just gonna brush my teeth and go to bed, honestly. I'm really tired. I did a lot of shit today. But yeah, hopefully you'll chime in and tune into my channel and see what I'm doing. And yeah, I'm really fucking excited to be posting again. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'd love to see you guys interact with my content. So